we have friends that have body odor, right?
Yeah.
We have them very close to us. And do you think they are happy? They just like to go around constituting public nuisance? Because I think, yeah, it's funny.
Vivian said public nuisance.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think that lately we are stressing so much about, you know, dressing good and wearing all the expensive things, that we really do forget something important, and it's, you know, smelling good and, you know, dealing with sweat and things like that. And that's why I'm starting this series, to just go over some of these little things that can complete a woman or make you more attractive, not necessarily about what you're wearing. And I have someone here with me, Vivian. But before she introduces herself, this is Melvis, and you're watching Get Inspired with Mel. On this channel, we do inspire with styling tips for different outfits. I do natural hair tutorials, vlogs, and I encourage young believers as well. And I'm the girl with the curly hair. So Vivi, tell them a little bit about yourself, and then we get straight into the video.
Okay, so thank you, Mel, for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for valuing my opinion. And I am Vivian, and everybody that knows me know how particular I am when it comes to women and how they smell. Not only women, but men as well, because I think it has a primordial role, a vital role to play in relationships, be it a romantic relationship or just friendly cordial relationship, you know. And I'm so happy to be on the channel and to share my opinion with you guys. Thank you.
Okay, so just a little disclaimer before we get into the video. We are not talking from a professional perspective, at least not yet. Like I said, it's a series I'm starting, so this is the first video, and I don't want someone to say, okay, what you're saying is not true, because we are giving our personal opinions. As time goes by, we are doing research to, you know, come up with things that are backed by proof and stuff like that. But for this first video, I'm just asking a couple of questions. She will be giving her opinion about things like that. So nobody should come for me and say what you're saying is not true, or because we have a right to our opinions.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Vivi, the first question I'm asking you, what's your opinion, or how do you feel about this body odor sweat thing?
Okay, thank you for that question. Generally, I feel that people are careless when it comes to sweating and consequently body odor, because the reason why I say sweating and consequently body odor is because sweating is something that is natural. It's inevitable, you know. It all depends on how you manage it, how you handle it, you know. And sometimes too, the kind of smell that oozes out depends on what's inside. Yeah, like sometimes it's very, very normal to sweat, but when it starts getting to the level of pungent smell, I think we need to start thinking medical wise as well. Yeah, it's very, very important, because some people have internal infections, and I think the very first sign of an infection, it always smell, be it at the level of your vagina, the mouth, your scalp, and your body. Yes, it's always that smell that oozes out. Now, I'm
coming back. Don't answer my question before I ask you.
Okay.
So she was really going on the causes. Did you guys notice? But the second question I had, like, what do you think, you know, is the cause, or what really causes, I mean, in your opinion, what do you think causes this body odor thing, maybe as a result of sweat and like
like I earlier mentioned, I think 75% is carelessness. Yeah.
How so?
Because
carelessness, that maybe people are not intentional about taking a shower, or
like,
or how
they are not even aware
that they need to take a shower.
Some people, I've seen people who do take a shower, but they still have that odor. Like I had a friend, I've lived with her, I see her take her shower twice a day, and she has deodorant, but she still has that. You can still perceive that body odor. I mean, after about let's say 2-3 hours.
Okay.
And for me, I don't think it's normal.
So what do you think is the cause of that type of body odor?
I think there should be an infection somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, she needs to go to the hospital, and that's where I draw the carelessness point of view from.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think odor is something that unless you really have a problem, that you'll not be able to perceive it.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very sensitive. Some people cannot even stand it. So I don't understand how you can have body odor so much that it's your next neighbor that perceives it before
I know
you do. You get? So that's why I said so. And as a woman, we have to be very sensitive, especially when it comes to our bodies. You don't have to wait for somebody to tell you that. I mean, we on this show to educate, so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Yeah, you don't have to wait for anybody to tell you that you have a smelling vagina, because when your vagina starts smelling, I think you should be the very first person to know. Sometimes as women, the way we sit, you have you're able to perceive the odor that comes out. Even during menstruation, I have a friend, sometimes she complains to me, Vivi, my menses it smells awful, it doesn't smell okay. So those are some of those awareness that we really need to like go about. And secondly, some girls are just naturally dirty. Some girls are naturally dirty, they don't care. You find a girl who tells you she doesn't like to use deodorant. I mean, deodorant, roll-on, it's not it should not be a recipe for not being neat in the first place, because those are just subsidies. So you have to be able to first of all have that ability to take care of yourself. You have to be able to carry out your own personal hygiene as a girl. Those things, they just come to complement everything, because some people use it on a dirty body and it's even worse. And I've seen girls who a girl will go for a whole day without bathing. Sometimes there's hair on their pubic areas, I mean around their armpit, and it's just okay. Too much sweating. And also I think body odor too is caused by lack of detoxification. When we do not detox our bodies, we do not get rid of those toxins that are in our body. They tend to ooze out either through our mouth and other parts of our body. And from another experience too, I think how do they call these things? These birth control pills. How do they call them?
I have no idea how it's called, so let's just say birth control. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just say birth control.
Please tell us how it's called, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's also a measure of cost, because sometimes when you take overdose of those things, I think it ruptures. From my own view, like she earlier said, we are not professional, but I think it has a negative role on our organs, and consequently it can cause anything. Like I said, the first sign of any infection is odor. It's odor.
Apparently Vivi has a lot to say about this topic. Please, let's hire already to teach us personal hygiene. Okay, I wanted to ask you, Vivi, but I think you've already spoken about it. Like, because I've had people who say, okay, I don't like using deodorant. I don't like. I mean, I feel like it's okay for someone to say, I don't like perfume and stuff like that. But deodorant, my friend, like people will just say, I don't like using deodorants or anything. It's for dirty people. It's for people and stuff like that. And sometimes those people don't even smell. Like you don't even, yeah. And Vivian always says this thing that, please, if you're not smelling anything, at least smell mad out
or blue.
Yes, yeah. I wanted to ask you, like, what would you say to someone who is like, okay, I don't like using deodorant and stuff like, and the person doesn't even smell okay, like I mean, someone.
It's not mandatory to use deodorant, but make sure you smell okay.
Yeah,
I think it's a basic human right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, smell okay. Be appealing, like let someone really feel comfortable around you, especially as a girl. Most girls have lost their relationships because of not being elegant, and I think
copy that.
And I think not smelling good is how can I put it, a lack of elegance.
It is a lack of elegance. Body odor thing. I don't know why it's becoming a thing these days. I mean, I don't understand, but a lot of people lately have been complaining so much about this body odor thing, how girls are making them feel uncomfortable. Like, why will you traumatize people's lives with bad smell, guys? like I don't understand, because it's really bad.
I know, it's bad.
It's really bad. Like,
it's
people
bad.
are really literally complaining. Yeah. People say they almost collapse because somebody passed beside them and it's not smelling okay. Especially girls. Why are we doing this kind of thing now, Masa? But next question, Vivi. I wanted to ask, what do you really think maybe could be a remedy for people that are struggling with body odor? You know, what would you say is a remedy right now?
For me, the very first thing we need to do is to be honest amongst ourselves, because I think we have people in our circles who have body odor issues, and opening up, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a very sensitive thing.
Yeah, I think if we can start from there, it would be good. I mean, when I was in UB, I had this friend. I don't know if I've ever told you about it. I had this friend, and not like she was dirty. I used to see her shower. But after about 2 hours, that's where I related to maybe an infection. Yeah, because she's not a dirty girl, but you get this odor from her, even from her scalp. She does her hair not up to a week. You cannot even sleep. You cannot put your nostrils close to her head. Okay. You get. And at one point, I wanted to tell her, but I really didn't know how to go about it. So I said to myself that I was going to start up an initiative where I'll maybe encourage girls to use more of roll-ons, maybe shower, you can use lemon, maybe disinfectant and all of that, and body splashes, perfumes, and then maybe just get some cheap ones that I could introduce them to, and subsequently they could get, you know. But I didn't get to realize it, and I think she still has that issue till date, and unfortunately I've never told her. So if we could start from there, it would be good. Yeah. Some people, after about 2-3 hours of showering and spraying all the perfumes, you still perceive odor. So I think opening up is the best thing.
It's the best thing.
Yeah, rather than talking behind, because most of us just sit and laugh and, you know, just talk without really telling them. And also, a lot of girls have lost their relationship because of odor. I think even in a relationship setting, a man should be able to tell his woman that, I mean, this is not okay. There is a problem at this level. We need to fix this. And they both work together to see that it is fix. Likewise, because some men also have that odor, you know.
I mean, what's the point of having a relationship when you cannot be, you know, you cannot talk about things like this?
Right.
You cannot be honest with each other. Then just break up or something.
Yeah,
because there's no point. If you cannot start with little things like this,
you have to be honest.
I don't understand.
Yeah. And let's try to to activate the God gave us 5 senses. Is it 5 or 6?
5 senses.
5 senses, right? And 5. I think it's 5.
Okay.
So one of which is the ability to smell. Yeah, we have that ability to smell. You don't have to wait until the next person perceives something from you. Try as much as possible to be aware of your own body. You don't have to wait until another person goes around gossiping your name that you have body odor. You need to be able to be aware of your own body.
So this issue always comes up. Like, I have a friend and he or she has body odor, and I don't know how to tell them because it's sensitive, of course, and you don't want people misinterpreting or taking what you're saying the wrong way. So Vivi, how do you think we can, you know, go about this situation if you have a friend who has body odor?
I don't understand how, as a young girl, you wait for somebody to, you're really sweating on your armpit, and it's so evident that everybody is seeing that you have sweated, and you know there's this demarcation that usually comes. You know, even when we're in school, in secondary school, you will see on a girl's jacket, not just girl, let's not be gender biased. Yeah. Even some guys, you know. Guys too. Let me not say some guys. You have to check your body, you know. It's your body. You have to feel good about yourself. And there are certain things you really need to do to be able to feel good about yourself. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because if you have not been able to identify that you have a common, can I say, social disease, which is that body odor, and somebody helps you to identify it for you, do not get angry. Yeah, like I said from the beginning, it is sensitive. Some people wouldn't find it funny that you tell them that they have body odor, but I mean, someone will not just walk up to you and say, Melvis, I think you should work on this or do this just to ridicule you. No, I think you have to applaud that person because it takes so much courage. And that's where we have to start. Because most of us, we have friends, we have relatives, our husbands, even our wives, our girlfriends, and we go behind and complain without even telling them that this is what it is. So I think we should start being vocal about it. Tell people, help them. Help them.
Are there other ways, aside being vocal about it? Do you think there are other ways we can go about it?
I would say being vocal is the only way, because it's not just about buying deodorants or roll-ons, because you could buy and give to somebody and they never use it.
Okay, what about maybe using indirect means to I mean, bringing up conversations or using other ways to have a talk with your friend about something?
Well, for somebody like me, everybody knows how vocal I am. You know, if I've been around you and I notice that you lost something dear to you as a result of body odor, I'll use that as an example to tell you. I mean, I always fall out most often with my friends. I'm that kind of a person. Because I'm vocal about certain things. And if we all can get to that level, it will be good. It's not, you cannot have a friend and then tomorrow you say a friend don't come on marry because body odor. Because married, they don't scatter because of smell. They will not tell you. You understand? The man may not tell you because of being dirty as a girl, nasty. You're unable to organize yourself, and you know, and they dump you. So
I also thought about maybe indirect means, in the sense that, I mean, you can look for programs or something that are directly or indirectly not related to topics like this, and maybe you're watching a program like that with your friend, and then maybe why not just have a conversation that you both share your opinion. I mean, they may learn a thing or two, because not everybody, to be honest, I'm still trying to muster that courage to tell somebody that you have body odor. Oh, it's not easy, but God will help us.
I think at this point, diplomacy, because what you're trying to say is being diplomat, going about it diplomatically. For me, I really don't see it helping, because someone is already telling you that she doesn't like deodorant, she doesn't like roll-on, yet you perceive like you really get, you know, this awful smell oozing out from the person, and the person is not even aware about it. So how do you think going about it, watching program, the person will only give you his or her opinion?
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
Yeah, she will not change her stand. So now what do you do to make sure that she changes the narrative? You have to be honest to her. You have to tell her that, look, this is what it is. I know it's not easy to tell somebody. We have friends that have body odor, right?
Yeah.
We have them very close to us. And do you think they are happy? They just like to go around constituting public nuisance? Because I think, yeah, it's funny.
Vivian said public nuisance.
Yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, it's pathetic.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm laughing because it's really funny.
Yeah.
And someone said this thing that they feel like they should pass a law, like it should be a crime to have body odor, like it should be a crime, because it's really, that's how serious it is.
As girls, we are like a comfort zone. We are like a womb. You understand?
Yeah.
So we always you need to always have that womb, that when somebody comes to you, the person feels comfortable at home. It has to do with your heart. It has to do with, you know, your personality. That's and true. How you smell and all of that. So
that's true. Let
us try as much as possible to be aware, like personal hygiene first of all. No wait me they go Congo say your name. Yeah.
Okay, Vivi, thank you so much for the insight, for the wisdom, and everything that you had to share with us today. Before we go, I also think that it's important that as girls we should always move around with, you know, little small pocket sprays and stuff like that. So, you know, like if you know you're going to be out the entire day, I mean, get a pocket spray or something, so that, you know, you renew yourself at some point. Because at some point you will sweat. It's natural. So move around with little things like that. If you're noticing that your armpit is becoming clean it, dap it or something. Go use the restroom. You know, let's be sensitive, like she said, with things like this, because there's no need looking good and then you pass and people are like twisting their faces. Like you're just boiling your beans, to be honest. So please, let's start taking these things very seriously and take a step today to tell that friend that, you know, we need to do something.
Step up.
Yeah, we need to step up. Let's do something. Let's visit the doctor. Support the friend who has this. But it starts with telling them, of course. We need to be vocal about things like this. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for staying with me today on this video, guys. Thank you so much, Vivi.
Thank you too for having me.
You guys are going to be seeing her face more often, because it's a series and we are going to be coming up with other things concerning this topic and other topics concerning girls and guys, because guys, you're not free. You're not free. No girl wants to date a guy who doesn't smell good.
Know,
I feel like that's a very big thing for most girls these days. Personally, it is for me. It's like a turn on for me. If you smell good, that's a secret, by the way. If you smell good, that's a check. So we are going to come up with,
if you smell good, you have 75%.
That's chances. That's right. So we will come up with more content like this, and then maybe why not bring a guy here to talk about some of these things as well, on get the guy's perspective about it, right? So thank you for staying with me today, guys. If you haven't subscribed up to this point, as you can see, this is really important information. Please subscribe, turn on your notification bell, give a thumbs up, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Bye. Guys.